Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, I've got huge news. Huge news. And a lot of times, guys, you think sometimes, oh, Tim has clickbait. You know, one thing I never do in the true sense of the word clickbait. Now, I do have enticing titles and pictures and themes to hopefully make you want to click and watch the content. But I promise you, I will never ever put a picture or a title or a description that is not in the video. I promise you. Now, some of y'all may think when Tim says the test is positive, this will change our lives, you may think Meredith's pregnant. Well, that's not my fault. She is not pregnant, by the way, guys. But today's big news is big news. I promise you, it is big. It is very, very big. I do apologize if the wind is blowing too hard. Hopefully my microphone takes the wind out. Big news. Well, you guys know I'm continuing to work on my solar project before I can build the off-grid barn house. And I got the inverters installed on the wall. I got a bunch more stuff installed. You'll see that video coming out probably Saturday. Yes, probably Saturday you'll see that video because I'm still working on it. But today, guys, huge news. Huge. I know Elvis. I don't know if you can hear Elvis. He's still got the little croaky crow. Microphone's pointed at me. It's a directional mic, so you probably didn't hear him. Huge news. So today, this morning, I had the electrical inspector from the state come out. And I was scared. I'm telling you, I was scared. I had drank 2 cups of coffee, and I probably shouldn't have drank that much coffee, but I was trembling in my boots. Literally in my boots. Because, you know, I'm a 30-year industrial electrical automation electrician. And I've never done, that's right, Elvis, I've never done residential, and I've never done solar. You know, I've done power systems. I've done tons of power systems, big power systems, you know, megawatts. Not just kilowatts, but megawatts. But that was an industrial setting. For this is completely different. This is a completely different thing. So he came out today, and I said, well, sir, this is my first, this was for a consultation. This wasn't for rough-in or final inspection. It was for consultation. That way to help me ensure I'm doing it right. And I was scared that what I had already done with this solar panel behind me and the power shed and the mini split and the batteries and the inverters and I was afraid it was all wrong, not up to code. So I said, sir, how's all this work? First, I had to explain to him I'm 100% off grid. And he said, well, I'm surprised they were required to even have a electrical inspection. He said, back in the day, they didn't, you know, if you're off grid, you didn't have to. I said, that's right, sir. But they do now. And he said, well, it's kind of good if, you know, if you ever sell the place, you know, at least you've had your I's dotted and your T's crossed. And I said, well, yes, sir, that is true. So I said, how does this work? And he said, well, however you want it to work. Now, this is a consultation. So I said, well, my big thing is I want to make sure that when you come out next time, you don't go, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, do it over. He said, well, we'll see if we can make that happen. So I said, all right, this is what I got. I got 48 solar panels. They're 24,000 watt maximum, probably running a little lower than that because they're bifacial, so each one's 400 watts, so do the math there. Running into 3 8,000 watt DC to or 6,000 watt DC, which is 18,000 watts total, to 8,000 watts AC, which is 24,000 watts total, to 12 server rack batteries, which is 61,000 watt hours total, you know, 1,200 amp, blah, blah, blah. He said, wow, that's a lot of power. I said, yes, sir. And then I showed him my ground rods and my PV grounding system. I showed him the DC bus work. I showed him the HVAC. I talked about the well. I talked about the 200 amp feed to the house, the neutral ground neutral bonding, and rapid shutdown, emergency shutdown for the firefighters and all that stuff. And he said, sounds like you got a handle on those NEC and code requirements. I said, I try, sir, I try. And so I walked him through, and I had a couple specific questions about the well and the trenches, because you got to have a trench inspection too. I didn't know that. Basically, when you dig your trenches for your conduit, they have to come out and inspect the trenches, make sure they're proper. And so we got and he's the one that does that as well, so that's good. Ran through that, asked him a few questions, and when it came down to it, I said, sir, do you see anything that's going to prevent me from continuing on? He said, no, looks like you got a pretty good handle on it. I was like, oh, thank you. I think he was, I mean, you guys know, Tim's a little bit OCD, and matter of fact, he was looking like at the mini split. The video the other day, I did, put that on silent. I did the conduit and everything and prettied up the mini split. He said, did you know that for the 120 volt wire coming from the mini split, it doesn't have to be protected in conduit? And I said, I did not know that. 220, he said the thermostat wires do, but the power didn't. Now you gotta remember, the thermostat wires and the power up to the head unit I do have in conduit. I don't have the power to it in conduit. I'm still gonna put it in conduit. You know Tim. Tim's gonna put it in conduit because it is safer. It's just, he said, just not required. It's still safer. Yeah. So I showed him my solar disconnects, my bus work, things I haven't got installed yet, which you'll see on RidgeLife pretty soon. I showed him all the equipment I still have left to install, and he was quite impressed. He was really impressed with the equipment I bought, how it's all in one. The EG4 6000 XPs, the LLS batteries, how the solar carport's engineered. He was really impressed with how all that's. So I don't have any external fuses or disconnects other than the PV disconnects on the column for the firefighters. How the rapid shutdown goes to each inverter and shuts down the batteries and the solar input and the AC output. He was really impressed with that. So yeah, guys, huge news, which means I can continue on and start doing my conduit and cable, digging in the trenches and running the conduit cable. And that's going to take a while. Now that's because I'm doing it by myself. So Saturday you're going to see a video doing more panels inside the solar shed, which turned out really nice, by the way. I'm not done. I still got other things to do today, but so far it's turning out really nice. I got a video actually coming out today, which you may have already seen. I don't know the coordination of the timing of this. Now, actually, I think this will be out first. I got a video out today of Meredith and I working in over at her place, working on. Well, yeah. Remember Karen? Meredith's little Kubota tractor, the smallest tractor known to man. It broke down. Well, she broke it, and then I broke it. Did I break it? I did something to it. We had a tractor accident. We had a little tractor accident. Well, let's put this back. She had a tractor accident, which you already know about. I had a tractor accident that you don't know about. Both are in this video. And the fix. Well, I fixed hers right off the bat. The very beginning of the video, I'm fixing her problem. And then towards the end, I got my problem. That is a little tractor. So that video is coming out today. This video, of course, first, the big news on the solar shed, the inspector. I'm still super pumped. I'm still super pumped at this. So let's see. Get that today, that Saturday. Wednesday we're going to be live, right? Wednesday night live over at Meredith's. We got cold weather, guys. After today, right? It's beautiful. It's cool out today, but after today, we're not going to get above freezing every night for a week. Now in the daytime to be above freezing, but at night we're not going to be above freezing for a week. So going to have the well turned off, and but right now everything's working good. I actually got to go get propane today. I've gone through another tank. The new regulator system I put on the Ridge crib is doing very, very well. I think the other one was leaking for a while. That's kind of scary, because I was going through a lot more propane than now that I've installed the new regulator on there. So I think I had a propane leak for a good amount of time, which is kind of scary. It really is. So I need to run and go get the propane. I get some more chicken feed, and the chicken's doing good. Oh, by the way, good news! More big news! Yes, more big news. Remember these? I got 6 chickens. Remember the 4 chickens that me and Meredith and Willa bought at the farmers fair last summer? Those 4 chickens, 2 of them are laying eggs. Now Sylvia and Goldie stopped laying eggs a while ago. They're old chickens, and they're older than Elvis. Elvis is getting up there. But we got Sunset, Midnight, and Spot. I gotta make sure I remember the names. 2 of them are laying eggs. I got 2 different size eggs. I'm getting about an egg every day now from 2 of them. So we got eggs. We got eggs. Yeah, I'm super pumped about that. I did go to the pharmacy and picked up some allergy medication that, Meredith and I went to the allergist the other day. That was the test positive, and picked up some allergy medications. Hopefully that started. We haven't started our allergy shots yet. I don't know when we're going to start that. That's something we still have to set up. But I'm excited to start feeling better and everything. Now, if I talk about feeling better, remember whenever I told you I fell the other day when Meredith's dog Prince took my legs out from under me? My neck is still sore. A little bit of a whiplash. It's better today though than it was yesterday. Definitely better today than it was yesterday. This weekend, Willa's got a dance recital, whatever. We have to go to that, which can be fun. And it's and then I'm gonna get back in Meredith's barn. I got lots of work to do in Meredith's barn this weekend. So pretty much what happens is I work here Monday through Friday, Wednesday going over to Meredith's for lives, and then I go to Meredith's, and we do family things and try to work on her barn as the weather permits. And I love this life, guys. This is talking to the electrical inspector. He said, "You're mighty young to be retired." And I said, "Well, I'm semi-retired. I mean, I still do YouTube full time, and I'm building off-grid solar, building a house, starting, kind of, and then helping build a barn over at my fiance's." And he said, "Well, it sounds like you're busy." I said, I try to be. Some people don't think I am, but oh, guys, talk about some people. You guys know how David from Come On Homestead, he's got a little envy problem. He does. He's got an envy problem. Because, I bought a Ford F-250 new. He had to go buy one newer. He did. I got me a blonde girlfriend. Now my fiance. He went out and got him a blonde girlfriend. He doesn't have her anymore, but he had to go out and get one. And I can just go down the list one thing after the other. Well, you know what the newest one is? Oops. I got an alarm that says, "Go to the post office." Somebody sent me something and said, "Tim, you got something at the post office. I need to go by there." I saw the other day that he went out and he liked my bearskin hoodie so much. He liked my bearskin hoodie so much. I've had this for over a year. He had to go out and get him one. Did you see that bright blue one he got? He got him a bearskin hoodie. Of course, mine is the 2.0, and I think his is the 3.0. Had to get the newer one, you know, of course, it's David. He doesn't have the patches on it yet, though. See, I got the Don't Tread on Me and the Punisher American flag. He'll have the patches soon, watch. Guarantee it, guarantee it. Boy's got to copy me every chance he gets. I mean, he even, you know, trying to grow a beard like mine. He can't quite do it. Of course, you know, I got him there too, so. It's funny. You guys know me and David are best buddies, and he is my best man for the wedding. You guys, I mentioned that the other day, and some of you are thinking it would be somebody else, or, you know, obviously it was David. He's the best buddy, best friend, definitely best friend. If you don't know who I'm talking about David from Come On Homesteading. He's got Come On Keeping It Real, Come On Homesteading, and Fired Up Fridays. Go check him out if you haven't already. I'm sure most of you that are followers of RidgeLife Ramblings know him. Yeah, so man, big news, guys. Big news. I'm just super pumped that the electrical inspector didn't come out here and just tell me everything was a wash. Everything was terrible. Speaking of wash, I'm hoping this video ain't washed out with how bright it is. I thought I set the exposure right. It says it's fine. So let's see. Yeah, as soon as I get this video uploaded to you, I'm going to get back in the shed, continue on work there, and I got some more winter prep for this cold week's worth of cold weather. With the animals and everything, and water, I switch things around a little bit, make sure that the animals have food and water continuously, makes things easy on them. But guys, I love every single one of you, and hopefully you enjoyed today's video of big news on the ridge. If you did, big old thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of my channels. If you got a hype on a mobile device, hit it. And guys, love every single one of you. Until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woo!